On the clock, taking you out to a live look at the nation's capital in Washington, D.C. this morning. Hundreds of thousands of federal workers set to miss out on their first full paychecks since this government shutdown began. That work without pay starting to take a toll on airports across the country.
Natalie Haddad in studio. Okay, so some believe the shutdown, Natalie, could last through Thanksgiving. I think that's what most people fear.
I think there could not be a more chaotic thought, right? Because I know we're all wanting to travel for the holiday season, and we all know what we've been mentioning here on the news about air traffic control. We'll get to that in just a couple of moments. But right now, I want to tell you, we've got about 1.4 million civilian federal employees across the country that are going without pay. That's according to the Bipartisan Policy Center. That's a think tank in Washington, D.C. Now, roughly half of these workers are furloughed. The other half, they are deemed essential, which means they're still working, but without pay. Now, many of those impacted work in our airports here in North Texas. DFW Airport is one of the, if not the largest hub for federal workers in the region. Airport leaders say the facility that oversees arrivals and departures is short-staffed until about 10 o'clock each evening. Nationwide, the Federal Aviation Administration says it is about 3,500 air traffic controllers short of its target staffing level. Many have been working mandatory overtime and 6 days a week, and that was even before the shutdown began. Air traffic controllers are expected to miss their first full paycheck on Tuesday, and the FAA warns staffing could get even tighter. The FAA also says safety, of course, remains a top priority, but they cannot guarantee that your flight won't be delayed or canceled because of all the staffing issues, guys.
Oh, that is the scary part. So let's talk about congressional leaders. Have they said anything? Are they any closer to some sort of a spending agreement that would end the shutdown?
I have no better news for you. Congressional leaders have said that they are no closer than they were on day one. Republicans want a 7-week extension of the current spending to get back to the table. Democrats are holding out for a deal to extend health insurance subsidies with the ACA. So Republicans believe holiday travel pressure will push Democrats to agree. Democrats believe open enrollment on November 1st for the ACA will push Republicans. So for now, y'all, it is just a standoff.
Okay, and the clock is ticking.
People's paychecks caught in the middle.
Thank you, Natalie.